Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Weintek webinar today. This is our first webinar in 2025. I'm Finn, and I'm going to introduce what's new in EasyBuilder Pro V6.10.1. We just released this latest version 2 weeks ago. Today's topic will follow the content of the release note, explaining each new features and how to use them in this webinar. The content covers 5 topics, and the first topic is for safety remove USB disk or SD cards on HMI to prevent unexpected file corrupt. And the second topic is for label tag library. I will show you how to compile all the project labels instead of those labels unused. And the third topic is about direct windows and indirect windows. Supports the use of negative numbers for Windows positions to suit specific applications. And the next one is for condition object. Not only adding more objects to support condition object as a creating mode, but also cover those objects which doesn't support word interlock. And the last part is we'll quickly introduce the remaining new features, such as video buffering, stream ASCII object, and JSON JavaScript object for JSON templates, and some discrete address assignment for 2 objects that we will mention later. Okay, let's check out the first topic. It is external storage management to safely remove USB disk and SD cards. USB disk and SD card is often needed on HMI, and usually to store backup files or update firmware. The previous usage scenario was directly plugging and unplugging, which we all did before. And when removed directly, the above message will definitely appear after the device is plugging into the computer and request scanned and fixed. And if the files is still being edited at the time of removal, the file may be damaged or corrupt. So I can show you that if I will insert a USB disk on the HMI right now, and you will see that the pop-up window. And now when I remove directly and insert on the PC, and you will see that there's a problem and you need to scan and fix. And as a recommend procedures, so at that point we have to repair the USB disk. So all this procedure is complicated, that if we directly plug in and unplug the USB disk on the HMI. So when unplugging a storage device on a computer, the system usually require we manually remove it before unplugging it. And so this time we will implement these features on the HMI. And this feature, I believe that everyone is quite familiar about to eject mass storage device. So we will implement these features on HMI right now. Okay. So how to use it is also very simple. Safely remove USB disks and SD card belongs to an action and can be selected in an action group settings. And so The support object are combo button and action relay object, such as action trigger per page, action trigger global, and the touch gestures. And let us check on the setting part. We can select the specific external storage device, USB disk, and if there has an SD card slot, then there will be an SD card selection over here. And decide the next group action should be continue or not if this action does not done successfully. So if you add the safety remove at action group 1 and you have the following action group 2, 3, 4 continuously, if you like to decide it, you need to decide it. If this action is not complete, the follow-up action should work or stop doing actions right here. And in addition to the EasyBuilder Pro versions, the HMI must also be updated to a new version of OS. And because our OS files does not have only one version, so this function will be gradually provided and supported in the future step by step. Okay, so let me show you the project over here. So here's a demo project for these features. So I just create a combo button and use a safety remove over here. So I add a safety remove functions within the combo buttons. And this is the build length for the USB disk status. So it will show the USB is detected or not. So within these features, so I plugged the USB disk again. So it will detect it and you will show the build is on right now. So when I click this combo buttons, so it will it will close the connection between HMI and the USB disk. So at this point, when I remove the USB and I plug onto this laptop, and you will directly see that the USB disk will show directly without scan and fix procedures. Okay. Okay. So sorry. So this is for this features introductions. Okay. So next is a small new features about label tag libraries. Okay, in the previous EasyBuilder Pro, in order to reduce the size of the compiled file, if the tag in the file were not used, label 13579 means red means it is used in this project, and 2468 display as black and means it is not. So the unused tag will be deleted directly during compilation. So after the decompilation, only the used tag left like these pictures. So in this way, some users manage tags. They hope to access tag that may be used through project without having to carry the entire tag Excel files to import. So we have added these features in this new version. So define compile all project labels for future decompilations to allow users to save all labels in a project. But the trade-off is the size of the project. So it may significantly increase the project size. Okay, so that's show the demo over here. So we have a label, the same label over here. So label 1 to label 9. So only use is for 1 to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is odd numbers over here. So I didn't click this compile all project labels for future decompilation. So let's check how this gonna work. So I directly compiled this project. Okay. So after I compile this project, I select. So I decompile this without over here. Okay. So as you can see in the label take library over here, we will remaining only unused labeled take libraries, unused text. So if I open it again, this project, and I just simply click these buttons, and I did another compile. And do another decompile. So same project, but I save as new width. So you can see the two different, you can see the differences between two projects, and with only single one click. So all the text will remain being even those on even though these even numbers of text are not unused. Okay. So okay, so this is second topic. Okay, the next topic is dynamic window positioning for direct and indirect window. So let me explain what is dynamic position. It is for the window display position that can be changed during the runtime. So in the direct window or indirect window, there's a dynamic position that you can assign the address, and you can put the number in it, and you will change the position on runtime. And in order to explain this function, we must first explain that when designing a project, in order to achieve the scroll bar effect of from the mobile phone or tablet, we will need to use the dynamic positions of direct window and the composite object for the sliders. So let me show you how I design this project. So we will have a direct window with the dynamic positions over here with LW0 and LW1 for X and Y positions. And we will have another slider object with the low high limitations over here with 5, 6 LW local word 5 and local word 6, and another for right and for watch we will set into the Y position for for this direct window. Okay, so let's check the phenomena of this demo project. Okay. Sorry, let's do it another time. Okay, so it means that we will have a scroll bar effect with with the combination from the direct window and sliders. But there's a question you may see that if we put a negative numbers in the y-axis, the direct window will disappears, and this is quite inconvenient for the normal usage from the people who wants to have the scroll bar effect. Okay, so because our Windows design still have a space for hidden area like this, we have this kind of hidden area. These are display area and this is hidden areas in addition to display area. So in order to meet customer need, that can be achieved by supporting the negative number positions. Okay. So in the current version, after opening the settings, we can make a simple scroll bar effect by supporting negative numbers in the dynamic positions. So with V6.10.1, sorry, over here's this version and with the same demo project. And you will be able to see the phenomena and scroll bar effect. Okay, so the negative number is acceptable as after the V6.10.1 version. Okay, so the next topic is trying to bring out the usage for condition object and the word interlock by using condition object and the security mode from all the object. And regarding the security mode for each object, the most popular one is bit trigger mode, as known as bit interlock. And the security setting of some objects are added with the word judgment method due to the customer request, such as the numeric, ASCII, and save word and combo buttons. And many customers have asked for word security interlock to be able to add to each objects. So I will explain next how to use condition objects to achieve customers' need. The condition object supports in previous version can be selected as the security mode on more object in these versions. So before we have combo button, direct window, indirect window, numeric, and ASCII object. And with V6.10.1 versions, we newly add V-lamp toggle switch, word lamp multi-state switch, and setBit and setWord object. So currently support these objects are more than word interlock. Then we can also implement word interlock simply through condition object as an alternative solutions. So in V6.9.2, condition object support customized logical expression, allowing more complex judgment to be implemented in this object. But we only need to use is one word to serve as a word interlock for other objects. Okay, so let me show the demo over here. So with the conditions, I should only use one word for this condition, and this condition is LW 0 is greater than 0. So I will so this condition will be turned true and others will false. Okay, so in this case, so this word will turn true, and I will be let this be let security mode select the condition object over here, and you can see there's no word, so we must use condition object if we want to use word interlock in this for this object. So the condition 1, when it's on, then this word will appears, and others will when it's off, then it will hide. So let's see how it works. Okay, so for this project, so for 0, and it is off. The condition is not satisfied, so it is off, and the security mode will hide this this object. So if I give a number for it, so you can see that the word interlock on this object through condition object. Okay. So okay, so okay, so there are still some new small features that make the use of the entire software smoother. So let's have a quick brief introductions. So when using IP cameras, sometimes due to slow speed of the on-site network, it is not possible to play videos in real time and smoothly. In the past, we could only reduce the parameter settings, such as the resolution or bit rate, in exchange for the smoother video. And now there is an additional parameter that can be set called buffering. In fact, it means sacrificing real-time imaging and obtain smooth image after HMI processing, but it may be possible to maintain the original resolution and bitrate parameters. Because of the network environment during the test will definitely be different from the on-site network environment, and these parameters is relatively easy to set. If the customer does not mind the immediacy, you may also use this function rather than adjust the camera setting. Okay, so this is for the video buffering. And the next situation should have been encountered by many users before. When using an ASCII object and setting a certain number of lengths, assuming it's 30 words, the object will display a length of 60 characters. And there are some circumstances that doesn't need such length for object size. So one, it is just a reserved space and is not need for general reuse for such numbers. So normally I only display like 5 words, this ASCII code something. I don't need this length of the object. Or two, the encoding of the ASCII or Unicode is not fixed. Maybe with byte, maybe with word, maybe with double words to show one characters. So there is no need for such long object. And during the project design phase, if the object is that long, we must to rearrange the object positions and has to be modified due to these limitations. Okay, so this modification is to remove these restrictions, and by disable lock minimize size to content, and you will get an abbreviations from for the ASCII object. and then you will be able to resize the object length based on your applications, making it streamlined and friendly for project designing. And this is another small change, but benefit for plenty of users. Okay, so this is for the JavaScript object, and there's a template, and there's a config setting of on this JavaScript object are used to create variables that will be used in this object. For the convenience of customers, we can enter the text in JSON format through the template, and it will automatically create these settings, create the parameter settings over here. But in former version, this creation will reorder the object in JSON format with alphabetically order. So you can see if there are 3 objects over here, and when I import this by template, and you will see they will rearrange, not just for the object itself, but inside the object will rearrange the positions. And from a user's perspective, although there's no difference in usage, and the look and the feel is not good, so the new version will retain the sortings. So if the customer using the V6.10.1 and import JSON tag, the same JSON tag over here, so the alignment will remain the same and now rearrange like this. Okay, so last but not least, the setting of upper and lower limits for bar graph and for meter display, used to require a use of continuous address restrictions. And this restriction no longer exists. All the settings can be added independently like this. So users using TechPLC no longer need to create additional array text to set upper and lower limits. So it's just another simple features that we add for the bar graph and meter displays upper and lower limitations address assignment. Okay. So this includes today's seminar. Thank you all for participating today. If you have any questions or suggestions after the seminar, you can directly contact your corresponding window. And today's video has been recorded and will be posted on Weintek's YouTube channel, maybe next week. Thank you and goodbye. Have a nice weekend.